So certainly another enabler for innovation is transparency and communication. And by transparency, I don't mean, what's covered under the FOIA and sensitive but unclassified. What I mean by transparency is that we are openly discussing the issues and concerns that the team has, and maybe even outside the team has, associated with the technical approaches that we're taking and the business processes that we're implementing. It's very, very important that you don't go through a 30, 60, 90% design process and this kind of touches on the second part, and not communicate all of the factors that took into account at the 30, the 60, the 90, the PDR, the CDR, etc. It's very important that there is a communication that goes on a regular basis. I think that's the purpose of the technical interchange meetings in between PDRs and CDRs, and even during PDRs and CDRs. The technical interchange meetings are all about communicating. What did you look at? Why did you make that decision? Oh, that's why you made that decision. Now it makes sense to me. Or did you consider? And what it drives, again, is if you bring curiosity and you bring question asking and bring openness to other ways of doing things to the conversation, whether it's a technical interchange meeting or it's the business systems assessments, it's a business process, it's a procurement activity. If you are appropriately communicating what led to your decisions, other people can hear that basis and understand why you are going forward. Probably my biggest fear in the work that we're doing, at least at the Kennedy Space Center, is that early in the process, we incurred risk that later in the process, we assume was mitigated. That requires tremendous communication through a risk management plan, through a good risk management process, but it also requires communication of the people involved. And I'm not advocating longer, more heavily populated meetings for the sake of meetings. I'm advocating for the appropriate people to be part of the conversation, to make sure that, once again, I assume something at CDR or design certification review because I did not hear something earlier.